A very good morning to one and all. I am Professor Shreya Trivedi from AKDMC. Now this is the lecture for TYBA CC 15, paper number 15, main English. And in the previous two lectures we have studied the Rust theory, but it was a short description of what all things were there. Now we will discuss it in detail, that how Rust theory is considered as one of the greatest theories in our literature. Okay, first of all, let us start with the introduction. Western scholars study the problem of good and bad and the beautiful, whereas Eastern scholars deal mainly with beauty in creative literature. Okay, so Western scholars means those who are Britishers or any other Americans and all that. They all think that they study the problem which is outer. Okay, while the Eastern scholar, Eastern means we people deal mainly with the beauty, that is the inner part of the literature. Drama, both Eastern and Western, is an art and has its origin from the natural tendency in men to express himself in play. Okay, drama, let it be of Eastern or Western, it is an art which has its origin from the natural tendency. Means any literature, not only drama, any literature is the product of what one person feels and what it wants to convey to the people, what he feels. The most fascinating area of intersection between Indian and Western literatures, however, is to be found in the realm of poetics and aesthetics. Indian poetics is nothing but Sanskrit poetics, which is an immortal encyclopedia of the theories and doctrines about poetry and drama. Our Indian poetics, the paper which we are going to learn in this paper number 15, CC 15, that is Indian poetics. Now, this Indian poetics is nothing but the Sanskrit poetics, because in earlier time Sanskrit was the main language for India. Okay, now as we have uh, as I said earlier in the lectures, that poetry and poetics are totally different terms. Okay, poetry is something which is kavya, while the poetics is the study of that kavya. Okay, rather in Sanskrit language we can say it as a kavya shastra. Okay, so here we are going to study how to study the elements of poetry. Okay, which is an immortal encyclopedia. Okay, now Sanskrit poetics is an literally an encyclopedia, means you can get each and every minute things in it. Okay, not only of drama, but every literary piece can be understood by this thing. The development of Sanskrit poetic has been traced through its fairly long and varied course of history, which covers an extensive literature of more than one and half millennium. Sanskrit literature, where writings of philosophical and speculative nature are bound, has been a fertile field in which many books have been written to enlighten the views of the readers on the nature and scope of poetry and the nature of poetic delight. Now, as we said that Sanskrit is our ancient language, which our it is believed that Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh, the three god of the three main god, okay, they were also using this language. Our ancient Rishi Munis were teaching through this language only. Okay, so this is the main language for India, and as we said that it is very ancient, so its history will be also very long and varied. Okay, now chronology. Bharat is the pioneer of Sanskrit poetics as well as an eminent scholar of dramaturgy, and his work Natya Shastra, written in 1st century BC, is an excellent guide of dramaturgy. Dramaturgy means the study of drama. Okay, now Bharat, matlab Bharat Muni was the pioneer of this Sanskrit poetics, because he gave the Ras theory, which is very important for any literary piece. Okay, through Bharat Muni many other critics or rhetoricians were introduced later on, and it is believed that the English critics, the very well known Plato and Aristotle, they are far away from this, because Bharat Muni has given a very clear cut idea, and that too in we can say in BC, that is before Christ, so many years ago. Okay, even though Sanskrit poetics is spread over a vast horizon, but still Bharat is considered to be the architect who framed the infrastructure of Sanskrit poetics, and his treatise Natya Shastra is the paramount of dramaturgy. Natya Shastra marks the commencement of Sanskrit poetics. Now, Sanskrit poetics is a very vast topic. Okay, Sanskrit poetics, here we can also mean the Indian poetics. Now, Indian poetics is a very vast study. This is only a we can say that this is a very minute part we are studying. Okay, it is a very vast topic, and yes, it is one of the brick for the whole building. Which is the brick? Ras theory, and building is Sanskrit poetics. Now, to form this architect, it is very to form that building, it is very difficult. So it is said that Bharat Muni was the architect who framed the infrastructure of Sanskrit poetics. Means he was the one who gave the theories for the very first time in Sanskrit poetics, and his treatise means his book Natya Shastra is the paramount of dramaturgy, means it is the best example to study the dramas. Natya Shastra marks the commencement of Sanskrit poetics, and this is the only book which we can say that Sanskrit poetics has begun from this book only. Okay, let us have a clear idea that Bharat Muni, then he gave the Ras theory, and we are having 4 topics now in our syllabus. So starting from that, we can see as we have seen in the last lecture, that Ras theory by Bharat Muni, it is in 1st and 2nd century BC. Then comes the Dwani theory, then comes the Alankar theory, and then comes the Vakrokti theory. Now this all things, okay, now this all things are in a chronological way, so we have to study it in a chronological way. But the first one who gave the Ras theory was Bharat Muni, and I said earlier also that it is not so that only Bharat Muni has given the theory of Ras. Okay, many other critics have also given their theories, but this theory is the best one, as it was firstly given by Bharat Muni. Okay, and it is said that each and every aspect has been explained it in a very minute way and in a detailed way. Okay, now comes the Natya Shastra. Bharat conceived of drama as a synthesis of all the arts, and his great work Natya Shastra, he gave to Sanskrit poetics a monumental treatise full of detailed suggestions for articulating libretto, stage effects, music, dance, and Lustronius into an organism, the soul of which is the aesthetically experienced emotion, that is Ras. In his book Natya Shastra, each and every element of the drama is being studied, and detailed suggestion is given by Bharat Muni to the people. We can even get the idea of stage effects, music, dance, etc., which creates an emotion in the person who is performing the drama, and that Ras should be created, matlab that emotion should be conveyed to the reader, and that we can say that Ras is being fulfilled. Okay, it is very difficult to understand this, but let me give you one example, that if we are going to see a movie, okay, now recently we are getting the we got the news of Sushant Singh Rajput, right? Everyone is everyone has a topic of that only to talk. Okay, but when his last movie was being introduced, okay, or rather we can say it was an OTP platform on which it was released, everyone was very emotional, as the picture also shows that how good he was and how he had to fight for his life. And in real also we are seeing in the news that he fought a lot. Okay, so these things now, uh, any movie, if we think that we are attached to it, how we are attached to it, because the emotions which the every actor of that film is portraying, we are also feeling the same emotion. So that one, so that emotion is considered as the ras nispati. And if the movie is being hit or flop or anything, it is just because of that rus only. If the movie is hit, means what, the rus which they wanted to convey, we have sorry, the emotions which they wanted to convey, we are feeling the same emotion. And if the vice versa, then the film is flop. Okay, so this is the thing. The Natya Shastra is incredibly wide in its scope, as primarily it deals with stagecraft, but gradually it has influenced music, dance, and literature. Primarily, it was just the. Once a minute. Okay. Huh. Primarily, it generally it was dealt with the stage only, but later on it also discussed the topic of music, dance, literature, etc. Natya Shastra is an elaborate and systematic discussion of all types of drama and the different parts. It throws light on the theory of imitation, transportation, unities, matter, etiquette, acting, dance, music, spectacle, costume, makeup, limb movement, diction, gestures, sentiments, characters, and several other pertinent topics. Here it is said that each and every topic which is very important for any drama, that let it be acting, dance, transportation, imitation, spectacle, costumes, limb movement, makeup, gestures, everything is very important in drama. Okay, so each and everything is detailed discussed in this uh, Rus theory by Bharat Muni. Okay, now you can imagine, we can't even speak at a time all these things, and he had given a detailed description of each and everything, and that too in 2nd century BC. Matlab, today we are getting the facility of net and all that, so we can just do Google and all that, we can search everything. But at that time, even the papers were not available, and at that time he has written such a or rather he has given such a good theory. We can just imagine how great he was. Okay, you can just, if I say that write a essay on some particular topic, so instantly you cannot write it. Okay, but these people, the ancient rhetoricians, they were so much highly educated that they have given such a good theories. When the total theories, the 4 theories we will learn, we will understand that how good they people were. Okay, and when you will learn the Indian Western critics, such as Plato, Aristotle, they were also good at that point, but they have not discussed like him very detailed and minutely. Okay, so it is very uh, unimaginable that how these people have done their work, and that too very minutely. Okay, the Natya Shastra contains 36 chapters and 5500 shloks with aphorism. The creation of Natya Shastra is considered mythical and divine. Now you can see, Natya Shastra contains 36 chapters, okay, and 5500 shloks with aphorisms. The creation of Natya Shastra is considered mythical. Now, in earlier times, I said that there were no books available, and everything which is written by rishis and which was given by rishis, whether let it be teaching or any book or anything, then it was considered divine, that it was considered mythical. Okay, myths, you understand, no? So divine means પવિત્ર માનતા કે ભાઈ ઋષિ મુનિ આટલા પવિત્ર છે તો એનું જે લખેલો ગ્રંથ છે એ પણ એટલો પવિત્ર હોઈ શકે. ઓકે, સો ધીસ ઇઝ ધ now inception of drama. I think I should leave here, and I will continue this in the next lecture. And what we have studied in the previous lectures, we will discuss this in very detailed manner. Okay, you will get idea very clear through this this thing, pdf and all that. So it is a request for you all that you just see the pdf very well as I will complete my lecture, or I will complete this topic. I will share this pdf in our whatsapp group, and so that you can watch it or have a material also in this only. Okay, so thank you for listening me, and I hope something is clear in your mind regarding Rust theory. Okay, so thank you for watching me, and see ya tomorrow. Thank you, and please don't forget to comment your name and roll number, as it is very necessary for your internals. So don't forget to do that, or else it will make a very huge difference in your internals. Thank you.